In the news headlines today, Wisconsin farmers are now 25 days ahead of last year when it comes to spring tillage. It stands at 79% complete. Corn is now 59% in the ground thanks to dry weather. However, overnight lows fell into the 20s and there were multiple frost reports this week, prompting concern for budding orchards and cranberry bogs. The use of cover crops is on the rise in our state, and what you plant now could make a difference in the fall. When it comes to the window of time, you then have to plant those cover crops.
If we are able to get in and get planted early and get that crop harvested in a timely manner, cover crops will help us go a long ways in helping to bring that soil back to life, helping to remediate some of that compaction that we have seen. And of course, I'm always waving my arms advocating for roots in the ground all the time. And so if we can get those cover crops planted, and that actually takes potentially some pre-planting already this spring. So as we're choosing our maturities for corn, you know, if we have the option and we're comfortable with a shorter maturity corn, making sure that we can get that crop out in a timely manner, get it dried, get it into the bin, get it into the feed bunk, and get ready for that cover crop planting and expanding that time that we have and that opportunity we have for cover crops.
Farms offering CSA or consumer-supported agriculture programs are seeing a big boom. Demand is doubled for many of those farms. With the uncertainty surrounding farm markets, they are signing more people up for this direct delivery option.
Hit our max way sooner than we normally would. We expanded our CSA, so we're 2.5 times the number of shares we had last year. Part of our decision to open up our CSA to more members this year was directly in response to wanting to have a little more guaranteed source of where our veggies were going to go this summer.
So how can other farmers with items to sell connect with consumers looking to buy? One Wisconsin woman started a group on Facebook when the pandemic began, and she is seeing an overwhelming response.
I have a nephew that's a dairy farmer, and I have a very good friend that's a dairy farmer. And my nephew had been telling me even before all the COVID things started that he was probably going to be getting rid of his dairy cows and go into just crop farming, because there's no money left in dairy farming. And then the COVID thing started happening, and I found out how all the people are dumping milk. Unfortunately, in Wisconsin, I know we can't sell raw milk here, but I know that if the farmers have to dump the milk, they can't afford to feed the cows. And if they can't afford to feed the cows, they're gonna have to get rid of the cows. And now they're stuck with farm animals that they can't afford to pay to feed. And I had always wanted to buy beef from a farmer, you know, eggs or whatever, and I never knew how to do it. Anytime I'd ever heard anybody say, hey, I bought a half a cow, I'm like, oh, where'd you get it? Oh, well, a friend of mine was going in on it and I went in on it with him. So I never knew how to do it. And I thought, all right, well, if I don't know how to do it, there's probably a lot of people that don't know how to do it. And if I start a group, hopefully I can find somebody to buy a cow, some of a cow from. And so that's where the idea came from. And that was the end of April. I think this is our 3rd week. And we now have 27,000 members and over 300 vendors in Wisconsin. So it has just absolutely blown up and gone crazy. Because there is such a need, I have actually started a website, an app. I have an Instagram and a Twitter account started. It's going to take me some time to get there. Oh, and mapping. We're going to put all these guys on a map. But it's taken me a while. It's going to take a while to get everything up and running. But that's my plan. Bring everybody together and have more than one way for people to find the farmers. So this has grown. I've got a couple friends now that are helping me with the admin stuff and some of the other, like the website setup and stuff like that. But it's really exciting that I'm seeing the posts from consumers and farmers alike saying, hey, this is great, I really like this, thank you so much, you've helped us out a ton. That's what I'm in it for. I'm in it to help out everybody.
It's been fun to watch that education happen. I'd imagine you're learning along with farmers are learning from consumers and consumers are learning from farmers.
Absolutely. You know, I will be the first to admit that I really don't know anything about farming. So when I put something out there and a farmer put something educational on there, it helps me just like everybody else. I'm hoping that I'll be able to do some educational videos, especially once maybe the Safer at Home gets lifted and I can go maybe visit some farms and maybe do some educational videos as well to help out. So I can learn, and I can also show some of the people that don't understand either.
What are some of the main products you've seen people either searching for or offering up on the marketplace?
Beef, eggs, milk, or beef, eggs, pork. Like I said, a lot of people asking for milk, and unfortunately, it's not able to be done here. I have said that our post cannot be political. However, I do encourage on the site to call our representatives and have them reapproach that question. Maybe it is time that we take another look at raw milk in Wisconsin, because there are states that do sell it.
And at this point in time, I mean, gosh, I hope someday you are able to make money off of this, but right now it is just something that you're doing out of passion, right?
Absolutely. And it's taken a lot of time. As a group that big, it takes a lot of time to admin 27,000 people and all the posts and try and keep the comments within reason and monitor everything. But it's been fun. Like I said, I've talked to a few people who hopefully will become friends out of this. I've met a lot of people, found a lot of cities in the state that I didn't even know of. And I travel the state a lot. So I was kind of surprised. I was like, oh, I never heard of that town before. So it's pretty cool. And it's going to be fun when we put it all on a map and everybody can see. That's the other thing. I never, ever in a million years would have imagined that I could drive within an hour or two and buy a half a cow from 3 separate farmers. I knew that farmers sometimes sold them, but I didn't know who, I didn't know where, and I didn't know how. So putting this together has helped me tremendously. It's really opened my eyes.
Video calls are certainly bringing family and friends together during the pandemic, and some are also taking people for a walk on the wild side. The cows, llamas, and goats at this farm are figuring out their best angles. Sweet Farm is a nonprofit sanctuary, and they're now offering animal cameos on Zoom. The owner says demand is so high, they have booked more than 600 appointments. Sessions start at $65 for a happy hour appearance, and then they extend to tour options for $250.
It's a way to, break from the norm, the new norm, I should say, and get outside even through a video screen. It's a very uplifting opportunity for folks.
And other animals are getting in on the video phone calls, including Ricochet. You see here is a surfing therapy dog. He usually meets with veterans, but now his owner is offering free virtual visits to healthcare workers who are under stress.